Welcome to the Two Brothers and Couch Potato podcast, starring Daniel,
Matthew,
and Ben.
So, what we're going to do on this podcast is go through almost every sport game when it comes to soccer, basketball, pro and college, football, and pretty much everything else. So, to start, we're just going to jump right into soccer in the good old English Premier League. And people who know Matthew and I know that I'm a huge Man United guy and Matthew's a huge Arsenal guy. So to start off the weekend on January 12th on Saturday at 7:30 a.m., we got West Ham United playing Arsenal. Arsenal has been pretty good this year, you would say, right?
shockingly, yes.
And West Ham's just been downright bad.
I wouldn't call them bad. You know, they're starting to come up on the rise. They've won a few games in a row.
Well,
here and there, grabbing some points. You know, they're not too far down the table right now.
Well,
They're in 10th place right now at the moment.
Helps having a better coach.
That's true. Helps having better players, too. Selling
I mean,
Mitrovic is not going to help them.
The last 5 games between the two squads, Arsenal's pulled out every single game except one, ended in a tie. I mean, Arsenal's got to come out and play.
They stink.
I
Arsenal, this is what's wrong with Arsenal. They need to spend money, and they're not going to. They've already said the other day, don't remember what day it was, that they're not going to spend money at all this January. That means they're not going to get in.
No, it's not that they're going to spend money. It's that they're not buying anyone.
Exactly. You need to spend money to buy people, though. So you're not going to get in Champions League. You're going to be in that crappy Europa League again. It's just...
In the words of Brett Brown, they need to go star hunting.
They need to get somebody. They need to get somebody, because I'm sick and tired of watching them finish in 5th place, 6th place, even 4th place. I'm tired of it. Either win or come second.
You know what's going to happen,
They're
right?
Get draft picks.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Unai Emery out, Guendouzi out,
You know what's going to happen.
Xhaka out.
They're going to end up in 5th or 6th.
No.
Man United's going to slide into 4th.
Probably.
You know what's going to happen, right?
I'm very upset about that, but Arsenal needs to start selling players. Don't get me wrong. You already sold Ramsey. Good job,
They
Arsenal.
didn't sell him. They let him go for free.
Yeah, they're stupid. They're retarded for doing
All
that.
right, so what are you saying here? They going to win? They going to pull this one out?
Tomorrow away, they usually tend to play well. Away against West Ham, they usually put up a crooked number. The past couple of times they played them.
Agreed.
When Sanchez was still there, I think they beat them 5-1 and 4-0. I might be wrong, but
4-1.
4-1, okay. I see a 3-1 victory tomorrow.
Ooh,
I hope so.
I
If you put Ozil in the starting lineup,
think if you have
with Lacazette, Aubameyang up top, you will win this game handily, 3-1.
I don't think that's
on the
gonna happen.
bench.
That's not gonna happen.
Xhaka on the
No.
bench.
No.
They're just bad players, and they need to get rid of them. Sell them for 5 cents on the black market. I don't care. Get rid of them. They're terrible soccer players. I never want to see them again in an Arsenal jersey. They're brutal. Sell them. They're garbage. I wish I could take them out to the trash. They're terrible.
Well, I think Arsenal will pull this out, but I think it's going to be a lot closer. I think it's going to end up being a 2-1 game. For some reason, I think they're not clicking as well.
Unai Emery
I mean,
out.
I think they need to put Aubameyang up top with Lacazette. I mean, they're best friends. They just got that. All right, and then moving on to 10 o'clock games. There's a lot of them. The big one is Liverpool versus Brighton Hove Albion. I mean, that's Liverpool losing the last 2 games, one to Man City, and then losing in the Cup. Wolverhampton, that was a joke.
Tomorrow.
They're not going to lose today.
They're not going to lose tomorrow.
They're
They
playing-
didn't care about the FA Cup. They're going to care about Barkovich.
Virgil van Dijk's going to be back in the starting lineup. They're going to have all 3 of their top guys.
They're going to win 4-0.
That's going to be a blowout.
It's going to win 4-0.
Absolute blowout. We'll move on. Burnley versus Fulham. Burnley's in great form. They won the last 3 of their 5 games. I think they have a really good team, better than some people would think. So
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, Daniel. They're a bad ball club. Bad ball club.
Fulham's worse.
They're brutal. Both teams are brutal. It's a game you don't want to watch. I'd rather sleep than wake up early. They're both bad ball clubs.
Burnley definitely is a good club. I
Yeah?
mean, they're growing every year.
How many goals does their starting forward have? 5, 6, 7? What are we, 21 games in?
They need to put the puck in the ocean more.
That's definitely true. Our other co-host is correct. They need to start putting a puck in the ocean. And they can't do that. Yeah, that guy, whatever his name is, Wood up top. Yeah, he'll get a scrappy goal here and there, but they're a bad ball club. That's why they're in where they're at right now. You
Sounds
know,
like there's-
16th place. They only have 5 wins and 13 losses. That's a bad ball club right there.
Sounds like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Sounds like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Thank
Well,
you, Ben.
I think Burnley's gonna pull this out. I think this.
Oh,
might,
don't get me wrong. I think
this
Burnley
might.
wins.
I think this might be a 3-1 game.
No, I see 2-1 with a crappy, scrappy goal at the end. Burnley,
So then,
getting that garbage goal at the end.
so the next game's really fun. This is the one I've been waiting for the whole week to talk about. We got Cardiff City versus Huddersfield Town.
Next,
Two
we're
of-
not even talking about that.
Two of the
garbage
bottom
teams.
team. Who's gonna win now? Huddersfield's lost their last 5. They just got beaten
Someone
at
give me
the
a
FA
coin.
Cup by
Someone give
some
me-
low-tier team.
Someone give me a coin. I'll flip, and then whoever I pick will win that game. Those two teams are brutal. Let's be honest. I believe both of these teams are going to go down. They're going to get relegated. I truly believe that. I don't see them making it out. I do see Southampton passing Cardiff any day now with their new coach, Southampton. I don't see Cardiff staying alive.
Great coach, by the way.
Great coach.
Old RB Leipzig coach. Great coach.
Good coach. But I really don't see Cardiff making it that much further. I see them getting relegated, along with Huddersfield Town and Fulham, which I'm shocked to see Fulham get relegated, but
It's just the way it is.
they haven't been playing good soccer.
It's just the way it is. I mean, last 2 games that these two play, it's been with tie and Cardiff's won 3-0.
What's the definition of relegated?
Oh, okay. So for people who do want to follow us or who do want to listen to us, relegated in English Premier League, it's not like the MLS. So you have to prove a point when you're in English soccer. You have to win a certain amount of games. Otherwise, the bottom 3 teams go down to the bottom division. And then the top 2 teams from the bottom division come on up, and then there's a playoff.
I think the NFL should institute something like that.
The MLS in America should. institute
MLS
something
should
like that.
definitely do something like that, because then you'll have more of an incentive to go out every weekend and play. Otherwise, these guys just dog it out there.
Sad. But next game?
All right.
All right, well, you forgot to say who's going to win. I think
I
Cardiff.
said Cardiff.
Oh, okay, Cardiff.
I said
I think
Cardiff.
the home team's going to win.
I think Cardiff wins 1-0. That's hard to
Ooh.
say.
That's a real.
That's tough to say.
That's a
1-0.
real. That's a really good game right there. I must say.
I'm gonna say, like maybe a goal in the first 20 minutes, and then after that, you're gonna see a boring soccer game. Just not a lot of talent on those two teams.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the same way.
You really don't see much out of them.
So what's next on the list?
All right, the next game after that, Watford versus Crystal Palace. Now, to me, this is a game Watford has to win. They have to win this. Watford is a team that's 8th right now, and a lot of people thought they'd be going higher than that. I think their biggest mistake was selling Richarlison.
I agree.
I mean, he's not been in top form for Everton, but he has done a lot of good things. And so Watford, I think, is in a position right now where we're past the halfway point, kind of.
No, we are.
And these
Yeah.
next couple games are going to decide where they finish in the table.
No, we're not.
So,
Well, the stretch for Christmas, the holiday stretch, is always the most difficult in English Premier
I
League
mean,
soccer. But
Dini and Della Ofeu need to just score more. It's just simple as that.
they need to step their game up. Their
Between
goal
the
differential
between
is
the two of them,
-1. It's-
between the
that's
two of them, they have
brutal.
8 goals.
That's brutal. And
mid-
Dini scored 2 goals in his last game.
Their midfielder Pereira has more goals than both of them.
That's sad.
So I mean, your forwards are not doing too much. So that's a game that, could decide a lot.
I think Crystal Palace wins that game. I think Wilfred Zaha has a brace.
Oh.
Good old double.
Ooh. Good old brace. I think it's going to be Wofford. I think it's crunch time for them.
I think they win.
I think we're going to find out how good they are as a team.
I think Crystal Palace wins 2-1.
Dun, dun, dun.
All
right. So next we
Last
got
game at
is Leicester versus Southampton. I think Southampton's going to pull out a win here.
10. Nah.
I think with their new coach, I think they're pulling out a win.
Nah, I don't think so. I totally disagree with you.
Well, that's nothing new in that world,
Well,
right?
that's true. I think Leicester City, they got a pretty good ball club over there.
I thought it was Leicester.
It is Leicester.
I call it Leicester, so
That's what
stop correcting me.
No, that's what I called it, and I got corrected.
Well, don't listen to him. He's an idiot. I think they win 2-1 at home.
I don't. I think
Still with the
with the
passing of their owner. I think they still carry that on their shoulder. And
Well, they tied the game after he had died. So
well,
He died during the game?
No, he died before.
No, he had unfortunately passed away before one of the games. They canceled that game. They moved it to a later date. They did tie that game, but as you saw, they beat Manchester City. They tied someone in between, and then they beat who did they beat in between?
They beat. Didn't they beat Man City?
Yeah, they beat Man City.
I forget.
And they tied someone else, and then they beat another pretty decent team.
I don't know. We can look over it now.
Let's see. Who was it?
But I mean, I think Southampton with their new coach, and their new coach, if no one knows, Ralph Hasenhüttl. I don't know how to pronounce the name. German
name.
coach.
That's a good name.
He's the old RB Leipzig coach that led them to second place.
Okay, so Leicester in their past 5 games, they beat Chelsea, phenomenal win. They beat Man City, great victory. They beat Everton, great win. Had a little slip up to Newport County. It's a
But I mean,
bad loss.
they didn't play their guys. But I mean,
Bad
you
loss.
can't
They
lose.
played the academy players.
First of all, Everton's not in great form right now. They're struggling.
They are struggling very.
Cardiff,
they're
they
mightily.
should have never lost to Cardiff after being Man City and Chelsea.
Sure, I agree.
So, I mean,
So they have Southampton tomorrow, and I see a victory out of Southampton. I see a Jamie Vardy goal,
no.
2-1.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to go Southampton way.
Okay, well, you're wrong.
All right, so final game of the day slated on Saturday is Chelsea versus Newcastle. I mean, Chelsea have to win. I mean, they're struggling. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about all this transfer rumors and stuff. They just need to figure out. They have a good team. They have forwards. They have Giroud.
They don't have forwards.
They have forwards. The guys are titled forwards.
They're garbage.
They're not garbage. Giroud played for the World Cup team. Morata literally almost helped the team win the Champions League in Juventus.
Daniel, these are years ago. Daniel, what is he right now? He is a garbage man. He can't hit the back of the net if I gave him map and directions.
Well, I'm telling you right
GPS.
now.
Puck in the ocean, baby.
I'm telling you right now.
He can't score right now. Yeah, he had 2 crap goals in the FA Cup. I don't care. This is the Barclays Premier League. This is what matters. This is how you get your paycheck. He is a bad forward right now. At the moment, he is bad. I would buy him for $5. That's how bad he is right now.
Giroud, I mean, you can't say that. You can't say he's not playing. I don't think he fits in the Chelsea system. I don't think they have a good coach. I think the coach is going to end up getting fired soon. They'll probably have a new owner soon. They can't figure out who they want to keep and who they want to transfer. I mean, they supposedly just pulled Batshuayi's loan, so he's coming back.
They have 5,000 people on loan. I'm not even going to talk about Chelsea's loan. They have so many people. I'm glad.
In the end, though, they're going to win. They're going to win the game.
I'm glad the Premier League is going to put a stop to that, limiting it.
In the end, though, they're going to win. Can you say that? Are they going to win?
They're going to win. They're going to win.
All right,
2-0 tomorrow.
We put that in. All right. And
Rafa Benitez is going to have a bad day.
Real quick, we're going to go through some games. All right. On Sunday, there's 2 games slated. We have AFC Bournemouth versus Everton. I think Everton is going to win this easily. What do you think? Everton easily. Richarlison, I think he's going to have a show.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 tie.
Ah, wow.
Oh, a draw.
A draw. We're calling it a draw. I can see it.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 tie.
I can see it. So, and then the last game on Sunday, which is the most important game of the weekend.
Oh, baby, how much I hate Man United.
Tottenham Hotspurs host Man United.
Glory.
Glory, Man United. Glory, Man United. This is going to be a great game. Man United's in top form right now.
It's going to be a boring game.
They're in top form right now. Hotspurs are doing well, but I just don't think they can match up with Manchester United. I think the talent now at Manchester United and the way they're playing is... you can't stop Rashford. You can't stop Lindegaard. You can't stop Lukaku, all three of them up top. Paul Pogba has finally found his form.
I'm not going to get into this argument. That's the most outrageous comment.
I think
Pogba's garbage.
I think
Rashford's garbage.
Man United pulls this out.
Right. Tottenham will not lose this game at home. Tottenham will win this game 3-1.
Ooh, I like
Tottenham will win this game 3-1 on a Harry Kane brace.
Oh, my God. Relax. Dele Alli goes.
No.
Dele Alli.
Not Dele Alli. Not Eriksson. I'm going to go with a Son. I'm going to go with a Son goal in the 80th minute to make it 3.
That's a ridiculous statement. I can't even. You're going to make me sick to my stomach. And then Monday, the last game of the weekend, we got the good old boys from Man City playing Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton's in great form.
Doesn't matter.
They've had a great year so far, but Man City is just too good. I think this is going to be an ugly game. I think Wolverhampton's going to come back to realize who they really are.
They're going to come back down to reality after that Liverpool win. You're on your high horse right now. You can't be on it for much longer.
So I think we're just going to see why Pep Guardiola is the best coach in the world.
Yeah, we all know.
I think we're going to see it.
We all know you're not Pep.
Pretty much the Pep of girls soccer.
Yeah, okay.
For 10-year-olds. For 10-year-olds.
All right. So that's the soccer talk. A lot of great games this weekend. Super excited. We have what? We have 2 weeks of the Premier League, and then we jump right back into Champions League. Champions League's at the end of this month.
No, February is Champions League. Yeah, February
no,
starts
it's end of January, I thought.
Is it? No, I thought it was February.
Well, there's a lot of great games to talk about. We'll probably get into that more next week. Definitely Champions League soccer is going to be huge. A lot of stories.
Champions League, especially when Arsenal's not in it.
A lot of great stories to talk about. Man United with PSG. That's probably going to be the highlight.
Why is that a highlight? PSG's going to win.
No, I don't know about that.
No,
Neymar doesn't want to play there anymore. So... it's a lot of great things.
We need to relax here, because PSG's about to roll over Man United.
I don't know.
Over.
Let's
and we'll get more into that.
All right, we'll get more into
time.
that. But
I
anyway,
soccer, and I know that.
Just because there's a good weekend in soccer doesn't mean there's not other stuff going on. And guess what? There is a lot of college basketball, and this is where Ben will actually get into because he knows
be talking
nothing about soccer. All right, so we're gonna start with just the top 25 games. All right, that'll be easier for everyone. All right, what we're going to also help here is we're going to help with gambling.
Yep.
All right, we got the lines, we got the over-unders in front of us. We're going to get into it, and there's probably going to be arguments and discussions. Yep. So better sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Picking a lot based on point spread.
First game this week, Saturday, January the 12th. We got number 1 Duke heading to Florida State. And an ACC matchup where Duke is the favorite by 7 points.
Put the money on Duke. They're a phenomenal defensive team.
I can't see why you don't put the money on Duke.
You can't bet against Duke, but there's a fun fact actually about Florida State. When top 25 teams come to Florida State, they don't leave very well. They leave losers.
Yeah, well, we'll find out on Saturday when Duke leaves the winner.
7 points is not a lot for Duke.
I think Duke's... I don't even think Florida State's going to put up that many points. No. I think they might put up 60.
If that. Duke's just a very good team.
I like Duke. They're fine.
I'm shocked at how good defensively they are, besides offensively.
Well, I can't wait till Cam Reddish finds his comfort zone.
God.
Cam Reddish has been struggling.
Cam Reddish...
All I know is Cam Reddish keeps falling down the draft boards.
Once
That's
Cam
fine.
Reddish gets going,
Let him come home.
Once Cam Reddish gets going, Duke will be 1,000 times better. Once he starts drilling threes, they're going to be literally
You just
unstoppable.
gotta get comfortable, plain and simple.
True.
That's.
You know.
I think that's all.
Trey
it is.
Jones.
I mean, having a phenomenal season so
all
far.
I know is I'm putting my
Great
money.
Phenomenal
compliment.
point guard. I think he'll
Great
leave after this
complimentary
year.
piece.
There's
I
no
don't know
way.
why.
He shouldn't.
Oh.
No, that's old.
That's
That's
old
old.
school.
Sorry, we have the Purdue-Wisconsin game. Go Purdue. +5
So
tonight.
Purdue's up by 3
+5.
right now.
Carson Edwards, nation's leading scorer. Hope you come to Philly too. Thank you.
But all right, so it's pretty unanimous that Duke's going to take it. I would take the 7. I mean, they're just dominating. They're in great form. Cam Reddish is not even playing that well, and everyone
Playing
thought,
awful.
and everyone
He's playing
thought,
terrible.
and a lot of
He
people
started the game 0 for 7.
A lot of
and they
people-
still won.
a lot of people thought Cam Reddish was the best player out of all 3.
Yeah.
Not the most athletic, but overall the best NBA
Shooter.
talent.
Best all around.
Boss all around NBA talent. So, I mean, that just says something. When you're supposedly the number 1 NBA talent on that team is not making shots,
Something.
it means something. So, just think when he starts heating up like he did earlier in the year,
I think
when they
it's mental
when they
for
played
him
him,
right
didn't
now.
they play Maui?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was hot there. He was scoring 20, 30 points.
First game he put up
Yeah,
almost 30. They all 3 of them had over.
He was
20.
doing
He
well.
played
So
awful against Auburn.
that's a
and
scary lineup right there.
When he played
Oh,
against Auburn
Auburn.
and
Don't even
so
talk.
two
no,
good
no,
teams.
No,
Auburn
no,
and
we're not even
Gonzaga.
talking. No,
we
we're
don't
not
want
talking.
to talk about Auburn.
All right. Next game slot is your number 4
Wonder
Virginia taking on Clemson.
Easy,
Virginia is
easy
6.5
Virginia.
point favorites.
Easy,
This is
easy.
I don't
easy,
get this game.
easy.
I don't get this is one of those games where you can't believe it's there.
Yeah,
Like
that-
Virginia has been tearing teams apart
and Duke.
with their defense.
It's something about
They
that.
don't need to score that much, but they just tear teams apart. And Clemson just got blown out the other
Clemson
day.
had a bad loss.
A really bad loss.
Yeah, that wasn't good. No, this is.
It was a
easy-
joke.
Easy Virginia.
It was a joke of a game.
Easy.
They got
Virginia.
blown out by Syracuse and by Duke.
They'll wait to have their losses till the March Madness Elite 8 knockout. Going to call that now, but that's usually when they wait to lose their games.
So
That's
I
just-
mean I mean
Thanks, Virginia.
I don't get why they would ever put that line there. Maybe they think Clemson plays better at home,
They do. No, they do.
which I mean to me that doesn't really matter when you're facing a team like Virginia who plays good defense no matter where they are.
Yeah, Clemson's on.
Now
a
I'm not
two-game-
going to say Virginia's going to go in and drop 80.
No. Oh God, no.
But
Virginia-
I know they're
Virginia
gonna-
and 80 points.
I
doesn't
know
usually
I
work.
know I know Clemson ain't getting 60 points.
No.
They're not going to hit over 45.
Yeah, I mean Syracuse held them to 53, and Virginia plays defense better than Syracuse. Buffalo showed that you can break Syracuse's zone.
Easily.
So I think this is a very easy game, Virginia by 100.
Easily. That over under, I would take the over. I think Virginia will score more than 60. I think they'll put up 70 something.
No,
and then
game's
Clemson.
going to 110 points.
I mean, I don't know. About
110
that.
points.
I don't know about that. I mean, dude, Boston College put
What's the over
56
under?
up on Clemson. I mean, Virginia.
125.
No chance.
Yeah, I mean,
I
dude,
think it's under.
Boston College
I don't-
put up 56
See,
on them.
Those are such low over-unders.
The they've held Florida State and Boston College both to around 50 points.
Yeah, and I bet you the team manager played in that Boston College game. Don't get me wrong, good for him, and the fact that he's got some points and some assists and some sweet hype
That's
videos,
awesome.
good for him.
Yeah,
I'm
good
happy
for
him.
him.
I'm happy for him.
Good for
All right,
him.
the next.
Wish I was that good.
All right, so it's pretty unanimous. Take Virginia with the points. Next game, we got Louisville heading to North Carolina. Your boys, the Tar Heels. Outright. Outright.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
No.
UNC is favored by 12 points. Now, I know of all the issues that's happened with Louisville lately, but there is no way Louisville's losing by 12 points. UNC is doing really well, but I can't fathom 12 points.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, UNC's at home.
Kentucky beat them by 13.
I mean, UNC's best player's not
And
even playing that
Kentucky's
well.
a bad ball club.
Kentucky, I don't like. I
Kentucky's
really don't.
Why,
like.
why are we
very-
moving to Kentucky?
Because
We're not.
they're the last team that last loss that Louisville.
Kentucky's a good team. They're off and on. They're young.
They're
They
not good.
They
They're
probably
bad ball
they're
club.
they're probably the best
They're
best
always-
shooter in the nation in Tyler Hero.
We'll
The
see
kid can
about that.
freaking shoot like no other.
We'll see about that. I know.
But all I'm gonna
we'll see
say
how he
is
does in the
North
ice
Carolina's best player, a freshman,
Nasir Little.
is not even playing that well,
Yeah, he's gonna come
and
out
he's
the
still
team.
not playing well. And I don't think Louisville's gonna let them
No,
lose by
I
12
think-
points.
I think they
UNC's
covered
garbage.
I mean, I think UNC played their best game of the year. against NC State. I think it was even better than the
False.
Gonzaga
The best game
game.
of the year was
Gonzaga.
definitely
No,
Gonzaga.
I don't think so.
They scored 110 points.
I understand that, but I think their best game of the year was NC State. It was true road test.
You're an idiot.
No,
Against a
that was
rival.
really good game. They got off to a great start.
They played well all game.
and they just didn't blow it.
Yeah.
That's all they had to
I
do.
think that was their best game of the year.
103 to 90.
I understand that, but I think their best game, their first true road test playing
No,
in
that
conference.
was a great game.
Huge
That was a fun
game.
game to watch.
That's a Roy Williams game right there.
Roy Williams is a bad coach. He's
Oh,
I
come
mean,
on
you
now.
can't say
You-
that.
he's a bad
You can't
coach.
say that.
Coach K
No
is
one
the
had-
GOAT.
Yeah,
Oh, we're not going to argue a go. I mean, I wouldn't say he's the go.
He's definitely the GOAT.
John Madden's the go.
Jay Wright.
Nope, John Madden
Let's go Nova.
is football.
Oh yeah, Wooden. Sorry, John Wooden.
Wooden.
John Wooden is the go of all
He
time,
doesn't
no
have
matter what.
video games.
He won what?
True.
8 or 9 national championships in a row.
Nah,
Something like
yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
eight in a row,
some.
believe.
It doesn't matter. UNC. I don't take the points here. I take Louisville with the plus.
Honestly, I wouldn't even touch the game.
Ooh,
Personally, that's what I would take.
I'm
on
going
it.
UNC.
I don't like the line.
true.
It's an uncomfortable
It's a weird
line.
line.
It's uncomfortable. I wouldn't touch
I'm
the game.
taking
Love to
UNC.
watch it. Love to watch it.
I'm going to take UNC.
I like to hear that.
Wow,
I'm gonna take UNC.
a Duke fan taking UNC.
Well,
You know,
if I'm going to bet,
good thing this is being recorded.
Yeah, right?
I still hate UNC. Don't get me wrong. I hate UNC. I hate everything about the program.
Okay.
Duke all the way. They're going to win the national championship. You heard it here first. Duke is going to win the national championship unless one of the freshmen get hurt and Cam Reddish doesn't start shooting the ball
Cam
better.
Reddish, he'll
Alright.
find his way.
Because
Alright.
RJ Barrett,
Cam
don't get me
Reddish.
wrong, after a while when he drives the lane 97 times, I can't get annoyed because he doesn't make it. But he passed the ball to Trey, give it to Zion, let the guy do his work. Let's get it done down low.
Trey is a great.
Tre's a phenomenal point
He-
guard.
A lot
He's got
better
a
than
love
his,
it.
a lot better than his brother.
I would
better.
say they're pretty much the
Ty-
same, but
Ty-
I
Ty's gonna
love
shoot
Trey.
Ty's can shoot.
Trey can pass the ball.
All right. Next up, we're moving on. All right. Again, like I said, we're gonna go through all the college basketball games this week. This is how we roll. We're
Love college basketball.
We're doing the ranked teams first, top 25, and then we're gonna move on to some hidden games in there that people can get in on.
Yep.
Next up is the good old Pitt Panthers traveling to NC State.
My gut says take the plus 11.5. 11 points
Ooh.
is a lot.
So I'm
Pitt's
gonna
not
say
a terrible team. NC State's really
Pitt's
good.
not a terrible team, but NC State, I feel like they want this. After losing to
NC
UNC
State
at home, they want this.
Oh,
They're gonna,
NC State's going to blow their doors off.
I think this might be close to a 20-point game.
I don't think it's gonna be a 20.
NC State is going to be
This
pissed.
this
They're
is
gonna blow
another
their doors
game.
off.
This is another game I wouldn't like to touch.
I love NC State's guard Dorn. He's just.
Nah, that kid's good.
I mean, he's leading the team in rebounds and points per game. The kid just balls,
Yeah, he
straight
does.
balls out. I think NC State just demolishes Pitt right
I
now.
mean-
I think they make a joke of them.
Pitt is coming off a good overtime win against Louisville
Now-
too.
We also have to remember Pitt's a growing team. They got the old assistant from Duke last year who was there for a long time. He was the head guy when it came to recruiting. So their program's growing, but
They'll be good in a few
I think
NC
it'll
years.
be a good
State
game
is
to
a
watch.
program
Good in a few
that
years.
we've been waiting for NC State to come back. And
Yeah.
they're back, and they're good.
Legit. They're legit.
They only got 2 losses on the year. They're good, and the ACC loss was to UNC.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm telling you right now, I think this game is a blowout.
I don't know about blowout. I think Pitt will surprise you. If it does become blowout, it's gonna be those last couple minutes. NC State, like the vets, and they just are gonna play their game.
For some
and just
reason, I agree with you, Daniel.
fire away.
I think it's going to be a blowout.
I mean, they got blown out by UNC by 25. Same thing here. Same thing, but UNC blew them out at Pitt.
yeah.
I think, I mean, I don't see how this is even going to be a matchup. I mean, I think Pitt's a great team. I think they're going to be good in the future, but...
Something about that 11.5 looks really nice, though. I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to move on from that. It's pretty unanimous there, except for Ben, the couch potato.
couch potato.
Floor.
But we're bringing it back. All right, let's move on to Buffalo. Miami of Ohio traveling to Buffalo. Buffalo, number 19 in the nation, had a strong beginning of the year.
Their one loss was
one
the other
loss.
week.
Yeah.
I forget who that was.
Buffalo is 17.5-point favorites over Miami
That's
of
a
Ohio.
lot of points.
That's
but
a lot
That
of
is a
points
lot
here,
of
people.
points.
I
people.
think they win by 40.
Jesus.
Big time.
No, they're gonna.
I mean, Miami, Ohio, I mean, they're not...
Miami.
No one's
Ohio
giving them a shot.
Has lost 3 of their last 5.
They lost to Central Michigan. Miami, Ohio's last 2 games, they lost to Central Michigan
and NIU
by 7, and then they lost to NIU by 13. And
Yeah,
Buffalo's legit.
Buffalo just put up 110.
Buffalo's
on Toledo.
legit. The only reason why Buffalo lost to Marquette is because Marquette's best player went off.
Yeah, just like he won.
He
the
went
other
off
night.
yesterday.
50 points, good for him. Not
3
many-
times this year he's gone off for 40 plus.
Yeah, that's not.
So
it's not
I mean,
easy. No, Buffalo.
if you're gonna
walked in-
lose that way, at least let one guy go off.
Yeah, Buffalo walked into Syracuse and spanked Syracuse. Let them lose. They broke the record. It was Syracuse had 2 home losses in back-to-back games in 46 years. And what did Buffalo go in to do? They went and broke the zone.
And let's just put it: Buffalo has been another program that has been gradually
In all
growing.
sports, especially
In
in
all
football
sports.
too.
Football,
too.
what they won the conference last year, right?
Mm-hmm. They lost in I think the championship
Yeah.
this year. They had a
They're-
bowl game.
You're right.
Buffalo
They lost the
basketball has been
championship.
growing.
They
I
blew
mean,
it too.
They did.
I'm
They were winning.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't touch this game to be honest with you, but I think it's just gonna
Buffalo,
be a
I
blowout.
think will do it. I think
I would
Buffalo
touch the over under though.
What's that?
It's 155.5.
Over.
I would touch that
Over.
easily.
Yeah.
I would
I
touch
think
the over
Buffalo
easily
puts
in
up
that.
100 themselves.
I think so easily, and I think Miami High will put up 70.
I don't know about 70.
Nah.
I think so.
I think it'll be literally a 40-point game.
I think. I mean, Buffalo's averaging 70 points a game, giving up 70 points a game. So I think, but Miami High will be around there.
Yeah, I don't think my.
I mean,
again, the
team
averages.
team rankings is saying it's going to be a blowout, and so is
The-
Number Fire. Number
the-
Fire is saying it's going to be
The
a blowout.
averages only mean so much, but when you're playing a not good team, like 70 points, you got to dwindle that
Oh,
down
yeah,
for
well,
what it's actually
Of
worth.
course. All right, let's move on. So I mean,
Ooh, Mississippi State, Ole Miss.
well, hold on. We gotta get to we gotta get to Iowa State versus Kansas State.
Okay.
Hold your. I'm going in order
Sorry.
of how it is listed here.
Okay.
All right. So Kansas State is a weird team. They have a great coach, the old Pitt coach. Went
Yeah.
back to his alma mater.
Yeah, who they just lost to something.
They just got blown out
Yeah, not
by
good.
Texas. And I wouldn't
Texas
say
is
a
a good
blow
team.
by Texas Tech, but Texas Tech's better than Texas.
Yes.
But they got blown out by 20 by
Speaking of,
Texas.
We'll talk about that later.
And then they
Texas
go to-
does play Texas Tech this week.
Yes, that is a good game team. We will get that to next. I mean, the win over West Virginia, I don't think means much. West Virginia blows this year.
Not good. No.
They got that Jordan McCabe kid, I believe, the recruit. Everyone thought he was going to be like hot.
Kanate hasn't been the same.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Hasn't
not a good
been-
basketball player.
Hasn't been held.
They don't have the guards.
They
They're not
missed
playing
the guards.
defense well.
They missed
So,
the guards.
Bob Huggins, honestly,
Might be time.
if I'm the AD there, I'm firing him.
It
Oh
might
my
be
God.
time.
He needs to go. Old school. Doesn't really help his players, I don't think. They haven't sent many guys to the pros.
Who?
West Virginia. Many good guys.
I don't know if they send any.
Exactly.
Honestly.
And Bob Huggins, that's
And they
really
don't
all
even
he's-
graduate any.
That's really all they're known for is,
Football.
Bob Huggins used to
really
send guys to the
fast
pros.
wide receivers.
That's
Kayvon
it.
Austin.
Yeah, they're only known for fast wide receivers and bad quarterbacks that end up going pro. For
Thanks,
some
Gino.
reason. I mean, Will Greer, I think he's gone. I think
he'll
gonna
be
good.
all right.
He's a prototypical quarterback.
I think.
Why
I
do you
think he'll
keep
be
breaking
good.
the pens, bro?
I'm not.
Stop breaking the pens. I mean, I'm not touching this game.
No, I mean,
I'm not touching
like
the
Iowa
game.
State.
If I was gonna touch it, I'd love Iowa State.
They're coming off a bad loss to Baylor. Bad loss. It was only by 3, but the game was not a great game.
I mean, at Baylor though,
Yeah,
You gotta
Baylor
kinda give
plays
it to
well
them.
at home. Regardless of sport,
everybody-
Baylor plays really well
when
at
you're
home.
playing the Power 5 conferences, every team plays hard at home because they got good crowds.
Yeah, now
hard
the
place to
students
go.
are coming back.
Students are back now.
Student sections were pretty funny the other night, actually.
So I mean, I'm going to Iowa State. What do you think,
I
guys?
like Iowa State.
I agree.
I like Iowa State.
All right, another huge game and a controversial game, I think, when it comes to gambling. Good old Ole Miss is
Outright.
traveling to Mississippi State. Now, this is why this game is weird. Okay, Ole Miss
Good team.
has been on fire lately. Now, I
Good
know they
team.
played the last 5 games. They played Chattanooga, Middle Tennessee State,
Nice.
and Florida Gulf Coast. But let's first of all here, Middle Tennessee State and Florida Gulf Coast were both 2 schools
In the
that were
tournament.
very good a couple years ago.
They're in Middle Tennessee State's not very good this year.
And then they
But-
went to Vanderbilt, beat up on Vanderbilt, and then they took care of Auburn. And Auburn is seen as a really good team. They almost beat them by 20.
Yeah, no,
This is why this is a weird game.
Watching that game,
And Mississippi State traveled to Florida last week.
Got
And, I mean, no,
spanked.
not Florida, South Carolina, and lost in overtime. South Carolina shouldn't even been in the game.
No, not any chance. South
Shouldn't
Carolina
have even
goes
been
back to
in the
football.
game.
They got to work on football. They got to work on football. Now, I like Ole Miss. They're +6. I like them outright. Honestly, I love the money line. But
I mean, I think that's a good thing. I mean, you it can't hurt you to go with Ole Miss.
No.
They have the same record. I don't know why Ole Miss ain't ranked. Makes no sense.
If they lose, it's by 2. You'll cover with the 6. 6 is safe. 6 is a lot of points for a good team.
All I'm going to say, this is a hard SEC game.
Yeah, it will be a great game. I think
these are two rivals.
This is one of the top
huge
games.
in-state game.
Easily to watch tomorrow.
This is one of those games.
1 o'clock. That kicks off the 1 o'clock hour, too.
Yeah. On CBS.
Yeah, because
it kicks off on CBS.
Yeah. Giving them the
so you got this game, then you got that Duke game, 2 back-to-back games that are actually games you should watch.
Yeah.
But if you want to stick to the Big 12, I mean, we talked about Kansas State, Iowa State at 12. If you want to stay with the Big 12, you can jump from there straight to 2 o'clock with Texas Tech, Texas.
Oh, another going to be
That's another game we're going to jump on.
1 point line.
1 point line to Texas Tech away.
Dude, this is going to be an awesome
Guess what I'm going to say, Ben? And you hate when I say this.
Let's hear it.
Shaka Smart is going to be the difference maker in this game.
That's ridiculous.
Coaching wins this game.
That's
no,
ridiculous.
it doesn't.
No, the players, the ones that put the ball in the basket,
No.
they will win the game.
I'm telling you right now, the difference in this game is because Shaka Smart is the coach of Texas. And he's a better coach.
You know, dude, Texas is a very good team.
But
They've lost some dumb
I
games.
will-
They're young.
Agree. Dude, how can you lose to Oklahoma State?
Yeah, no,
And we had bet on that game.
Yeah, we did.
And Oklahoma State was blowing them out. Somehow Texas
They
made a
fought
late
back.
charge. But they still blew
They just
it.
didn't look good.
They still blew it
They
for
didn't
us.
look good.
And Texas Tech's just been on fire. Ever since losing to Duke, which they were the favorites in that game, they just been rolling.
They lost by 11, but yeah, West
Texas
Virginia.
Tech was not the favorite.
Texas Tech was
No,
the
they were
favorites
not.
in that game.
No,
Yeah, they were.
No chance. Duke
they
was an
weren't.
underdog after
Duke
that
hasn't
Kentucky
been an
game.
underdog all
After that
season.
Kentucky game, no chance.
Dude, Duke hasn't been an underdog
Yeah, I
the
thought
whole
Texas
season.
Tech was the favorites.
No.
We went with Duke in this game.
No,
No.
we didn't. No.
Texas,
No.
We'll have
Duke
to
has
look that
not
up.
been the underdog the whole year.
I think they were in that game.
No,
They
yeah,
were.
we'll
Look
look
it
it up
up
right now.
Gonzaga.
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
We'll have to look that up.
Then look it up right now.
But anyway,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
get back
check
to
your
this.
facts.
So
Purdue-
what do we
Purdue
think
up
about this
7,
game?
baby.
What do we think about this game?
I think it's gonna be a sweet game, and you know what? I think I'm gonna change my original pick of Texas Tech -1. I like Texas.
Oh, he's
Texas outright.
Wait, are you
Oh,
taking
God.
Texas outright?
Regular
Oh,
Texas.
God.
Oh, wait, I
Hook 'em
got hold on,
horns.
tell me.
Hook 'em
Hold on.
horns.
Can somebody
They're
tell me?
back, baby.
Can somebody tell me why the over/under is at 123.5?
That's a really good question.
This game, so
Texas. Oh no, it's Texas Tech's defense.
both teams
Texas
are
Tech-
really good defensively.
Texas Tech
okay?
plays fantastic defense.
I don't care. When you have an in-state game like this, the games usually are blowout, or like big time.
I think
I would take the over on this game
I
in a
wouldn't
heartbeat.
I wouldn't touch that.
If you're scared taking the spread, I would take the over/under.
Yeah, no, you play money lines in this game. It's 1
There's
point.
no money line for this game. The spread's -1.
Regardless.
It's money line, so like it's
It'll be
even.
110 or whatever. Yeah.
It'll be 110. So, dude, this is
It's gonna be
this
a good
week
game.
when it
This
comes to
is
soccer
great
and
college
basketball. It's a great
college
week.
basketball.
All right, you losers. Let's move on. All right, we got good old Seton Hall of the Big East taking on Marquette, and Marquette, they're scary.
I don't smell it.
Nah,
I'm
I don't
sorry.
smell it. I don't smell it.
I think our
Seton
co-host-
Hall. Hold on here. Seton
No,
Hall got.
they sucked the other
First of all,
night.
Seton Hall should have never won against
St.
who was it?
John's.
DePaul.
No, St. John's.
No, yeah,
Yeah, no, it was the DePaul game.
Well, St. John's.
St. John's.
Was
No,
first.
Seton Hall lost to St. John's.
No, they didn't.
76-74. I'm looking at it right here.
They
St.
won.
John's lost to Marquette.
W 76-74. You
Dude,
clown.
you're an idiot. Dude, they had a
My
three
bad.
at the
My bad. I'm
buzzer.
reading the other way. Sorry, my
You're a
bad.
moron.
Sorry.
This is why
I'm
we can't have this
I'm
kid
flipping
here.
it.
This kid's an
I'm
idiot.
Sorry, I was reading this wrong.
Come to the back of the ball. Dude,
I mean,
come on.
they lost to DePaulo. How do you do that? You go from being
I don't
St.
know, you
John's,
just lose.
you beat Xavier, you lose to DePaul, and then you beat Butler. And you beat Maryland, too, in your last 5 games. That's a great stretch of games.
No, Seton Hall's been playing really well. I mean, the Marquette's guard, whatever his name is, man, that kid can play.
Howard,
Yeah, but,
averaging 25.8 points a game.
but that's the thing.
Shooting
though.
44.5%.
If he's not good, they're not good.
True.
They go with him. So
I mean-
Seton Hall can play good defense.
I think I'm
Good perimeter
actually,
defense. Perimeter was.
I think you take Seton Hall here.
I like Seton Hall at 6. I think it's gonna be a very good game. I think it's gonna be sloppy at one point, but the game overall will be good.
The only thing I'm going to say is their last 2 road games they won, and they played very good teams that are home, very good at home. St. John's, very good team at home, got a great crowd. Butler, extremely good team at home.
It's nice to see St. John's being back.
St. John, I just like seeing Big East basketball.
Yeah.
Huge Villanova guys.
Yep.
Older brother went to Villanova. Huge Villanova guys.
Yep.
Huge.
Go
Villanova.
Cats.
Go Cats. Go Cats.
I hate Villanova.
Matthew hates everything, so it's all good.
I hate life.
But again, Big 12 basketball this week. I can't explain to you how much I'm loving this right now.
Basketball,
TCU, number 25, takes their talents to good old Oklahoma.
Oh, TCU. I have TCU.
I like TCU.
So, I like TCU a lot.
I like TCU a lot.
So the spread for this game is -4 Oklahoma.
Don't even care. Money line, hammer TCU.
So
that's my call.
I agree.
My thing with this game is TCU's been
That might be
really good lately.
That might be my upset for the week until we get to
could be the upset.
Until we get to
the NFL.
NFL, it's all upsets except for one. But you'll find that
Whoa,
out
whoa,
later.
whoa,
You'll find that
relax.
out later.
Now,
I think I'm gonna make that my upset of the week.
TCU's only blunder in the last 5 games was to Kansas.
Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be my.
Oklahoma, they've had 2 blunders. They lost to Texas Tech and KU, but this Oklahoma team's a lot better than last year.
Yeah, Romeo Langford's a Egan ball.
That's Indiana, bro.
Oh, same. Nah, who's on Oklahoma?
Come on.
Come
Oklahoma, they have James.
Come on.
Never mind. Sorry about that. Indiana.
The guy last year. Who's the guy last year?
Trey Young.
Trey Young, yeah. I mean, he made this team really bad.
He is one ugly dude.
That's just rude.
I saw him tonight
That's
playing the
straight rude.
Sixers. Stupid Sixers.
He needs to get a good haircut. Like, he needs to figure out his hair.
Whatever
Like, that curly hair. Yeah.
That mustache, whatever
He
that
needs
is.
I mean, he's making millions of dollars now. He's got to figure that out.
Yeah.
But
too bad DeAndre Ayton has
I'm not
going
gonna
to
be rude like
to
Ben.
the NBA.
But Oklahoma's a much better team than they were last year with him.
Yeah. No, they're a better team. You know, talent might not be better because of that, but as a team, I think they're definitely a better team. In basketball, you need that.
Agreed.
But still, I love TCU.
TCU's got a great coach. Great coach.
They're another good team.
Jamie Dixon, right? The old Pitt coach. He went back to his alma mater. He was always a great defensive coach at Pitt. TCU lost a lot of guys last year, but they had a great recruiting class.
No, they're a very good team.
I think you take TCU on this game.
I love them. I love TCU.
Well,
TCU's a sound basketball team.
It's pretty unanimous here. We're loving it.
If I know what this next one is, I think I smell something, guys. I smell it.
Well, the next game is Ohio State
I
versus
smell
Iowa.
outright. You like?
I don't
Ohio
understand.
State?
This is
I
another
love
game.
Ohio State
Another
this
game. Another game. I don't understand why they do this.
Dude, oh man, they pooped the bed.
Against Michigan State?
No, last week. Ohio State.
Who?
No,
Ohio
the other
State?
night.
Yeah, we took them.
2-3 nights ago.
We took them.
Rutgers.
They
Rutgers.
blew it.
Rutgers. They had to fight back to just.
You
get in the
blew it.
Relax. You know, it happens.
They
Yeah,
lost
they're-
to Rutgers.
2-game skid.
You know what Rutgers is good
Rutgers basketball's on the rise.
for? Relax. You know what Rutgers is good for? When they play
They're
football.
good for nothing.
No,
What do you mean? What are they good for?
They're great for taking an easy bet in football.
The McCourty brothers, both on the Patriots.
Stop.
now.
They're brutal. Rutgers, the school is brutal. The athletics are brutal there. They have nothing to look forward to every year at all. I can't even concentrate after that. Sorry, the producer is being an idiot right now.
Yeah, no, I think it's.
I
it's
smell
easy.
the outright. I like Ohio State. Give them the 2.5.
Ohio State
That
is
is
going
not-
to embarrass Iowa.
I don't know about that. That's an outrageous comment.
I don't know about that.
Iowa's had good games though lately at home.
They went to Northwestern and beat Northwestern there by 10.
Northwestern's big.
They beat Nebraska at home. Nebraska's a good team.
Nebraska's a good team.
It is a very good team.
The football team blows.
Yeah,
but
I remember when
only
Nebraska came into Cameron Indoor, and I guess what happened at the end of that game.
We get it.
They lost by 32.
We get it. You're a Duke fan. We get it. Okay, let's move on here. What do we say? Outright?
I'm
No.
going.
I like Iowa.
Ooh.
I like Iowa.
How
I like
can you
it.
like Iowa?
I like Iowa.
Could you not?
Ohio State is a good team.
Yeah, but I think
They're
Ohio
an
State's
okay
going to be
team. Relax.
flustered.
I can't wait
They
for
ain't beating Duke.
Iowa to play Michigan State.
Dude, most of their losses,
Oh, good game we got going.
Two
Purdue,
of the-
Wisconsin.
2 to 3 are at home.
67-67
Or
with
on the road.
2:22 left.
Very good game.
All right, so
Carson Edwards.
this is a game that you really have to sit down and think about. I got Ohio State with the points.
I like Iowa.
I don't think you can hurt. Ben's got Iowa. What do you got,
I
Matthew?
think-
I have Ohio State.
I think it's going to be a 5-point game, not a 3-point game, personally.
That's a good game to watch. I mean, there is again. We're gonna
much
keep
good
saying that
basketball.
there's so many good basketball games. All right, and we're just gonna go quick here. Reel off some games. Kansas Baylor. Kansas -3.5.
Kansas
at
goes
Baylor.
into Baylor, which is a hard place to play at
I agree.
without Azubuike.
Good old
I
Waco,
believe.
Texas.
I believe Azubuike's still out.
Wait, isn't Bol? No, he went to Oregon.
Bol,
He's
he
Oregon.
broke his foot.
He's
Speaking
Oregon.
of that picked UCLA outright last night. Thank you. Overtime win.
All right, well, Baylor's up and coming ever since the whole issue there.
Yeah.
But again, all right, I'm just gonna take Kansas out right here.
I like
with the
Kansas.
3.5
I like
points.
Kansas. I think it's a trap game.
All right, and then Georgia Auburn. Auburn's 12.5. Don't see this.
I don't even want to.
I take Georgia. Auburn's
been
been.
watch this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna watch this game, but
I
I'm
don't like
taking.
Auburn.
I'm taking Georgia. There's no way I don't think they lose by 12.5.
Auburn's second round knockout if they make the tournament.
Wow.
I don't think they have a good
Calling
team.
that now. They have that one.
They have
guard.
athleticism, but I don't
Yeah.
think they play as a team well.
No, they try to do too much. It's like, again, another problem the Sixers have. They try to do too much.
Agreed. Sixers suck. We all hate the Sixers here except Ben.
I wouldn't say I hate them.
Back-
I just don't
okay.
watch the NBA.
Good old Gainesville. All right, Tennessee heads to Gainesville to play Florida. Tennessee three-point favorite.
Same kind of line. Just like Kansas. But Tennessee's healthy.
I think they. I mean,
I think Tennessee blows the door
agree.
off Florida.
I agree.
I
They come in,
I
they
think
put the
this is
door
going to be an
down.
ugly game. This is one of those games where you might want to turn off at halftime and go watch
Pick
DePaul
another
play
game.
St. John's.
There's so many other good games to watch.
All right, and then the next one, St. John's, number 24,
St. John's all the way.
is
Love
taking
the
on
Johnnies right now. The Storm are hot. They're gonna make it to
Well,
the
hold on,
tournament.
relax.
They're gonna make it to the Elite
Relax,
Eight. Call
relax,
it here right
relax.
now, Elite Eight.
Relax. They face DePaul.
Depends on their road.
DePaul's 9-5 with a 1-2 record in the Big East.
You heard it here first.
St.
the
John's
Elite
is
Eight.
14-2, 2-2 in the Big East. St. John's is 9.5-point favorites. I'm not touching this game. I don't care what you say.
No. Yep. Stay away. Stay
DePaul
far away.
is off and on.
Run for the hills.
They are the weirdest team in basketball.
Yeah.
They always seem to have wins like Seton Hall every year. ESPN usually raves about, Big East basketball. DePaul pulls off the upset. No, I'm not touching this game.
No. Run for the hills.
Good old Nevada heading to Fresno State. This game,
Smell that?
this game is actually interesting.
You smell that?
You're like, oh, who gives a shit? No,
Do you smell that?
Nevada is playing. Nevada's playing Fresno State at Fresno State, but Nevada is 3.5-point favorites here.
You smell that?
It's who they just lose. They got pooped on.
I understand that, but I mean Nevada, you have to
You
go with
smell
Nevada.
that?
the brothers.
Nevada-
The brothers are good.
They've
man.
been all their games have been so lopsided except the one they
You
lost.
smell that?
This is actually a great game to bet. I am going Nevada all the way.
easy.
Easily all the way.
Smell that?
I don't smell that.
No,
Outright. Fresno State with the dub.
Fresno
That's just
State might make the
audacious.
tournament, but
That's
they're not
They
winning.
won't make the tournament.
They might.
No, they won't. They have to win.
They're not a horrible team. No,
They'll have to
dude,
win. They won't get an
some of
at-large
those-
bid
They might.
in the Mountain West. No.
You never know.
All right, and then there's 3 more games in the top 25. Houston, Wichita State. Wichita State's not the team that they were in the past. They're
Neither is
7-7 this
Houston.
year. Houston's 15-1.
They just lost to Temple.
Extremely good team. Temple is a good team though.
Overrated.
Not overrated. Temple is not overrated. They get good
Houston-
players.
Houston is
Oh,
overrated.
Houston's
sir.
not overrated. Get out
Yes,
of here.
they are.
How can you say that? They're 15-1 right now.
Okay, cool.
They beat Memphis. Memphis is going to be good. Watch out for Memphis people in the
Penny
future.
Hardaway.
Well, they got the number 1 recruit in the nation.
Yep.
The the kid's insane. James Wiseman, I think his name is.
Something like that.
Kid's absolutely insane. He's going to go play for Penny Hardaway. Since the number 1 kid went there, you know what's going to happen. 2 or 3 more kids are going to end up going there too because they
You'll
want to
get
play
this-
together.
You'll get the Duke scenario.
You'll get the Duke
2.0
scenario. That's what's going to happen from here on out.
in Memphis.
But
Bring it back to
Temple,
Derrick Rose days.
Temple's on fire, but again, that's not the game. It's Wichita State versus Houston. Houston's 11.5-point favorites. I'm not touching this game.
No, I would.
Why would you touch this game? There's no
State is
point.
So weird.
There's no point unless you have a fetish for Houston and you're gonna parlay them. There's no point touching this game.
Carson Edwards has the eyes of a killer in right now, up 4.
I mean,
40 seconds left.
I mean, it's just not even funny. And then there's 2 games to round off the top 25. Let's see. We got Vanderbilt heading to Kentucky.
I think
This is a weird game. 13-point favorites Kentucky.
I think Vanderbilt loses the game.
Oh, I
by
agree.
6.
I agree.
Oh, I
There's
agree
no-
with you guys.
I'm taking Vanderbilt. I mean, unless
I'm
Kentucky
taking
has a
the-
heyday.
I'm
Kentucky
taking
plays
13 points.
bad
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm taking 13 points.
I mean,
Against Vanderbilt.
I love Kentucky. I mean, Tyler Hero, the kid can ball. He's a shooter. Kid hasn't played that well, though, this year. Once he gets it going, though, they have a top 10 pick in Johnson. So, I mean, they got talent.
No,
always.
like-
Kentucky's always a talent, but they're not going to win by 13.
They're one and dones.
They ain't going to win by 13.
That's their problem. Is they're one and dones.
Well, everyone's one done. I wish kids would stay for at least 2
Villanova
years.
basketball.
Yeah, look at Villanova. 2 wins in the last 3 years.
One and dones. He recruits 3 to 4 year players.
He only wants guys that stay. He hated when the guy from Toronto left, Kyle Lowry. He hated when
he was young too.
He left as what, sophomore or junior?
Sophomore.
Yeah, he hated that.
Yeah, no, he gets 3 years. He just wants to be a junior at least. He wants 3 years out of you.
I wish they would have still kept
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo. I love that kid.
Yeah.
Kid ball out, but
Maury Spellman, I believe, could have stayed a year too.
he could have. I don't know why he didn't. It makes no sense.
He needed to. I mean, I think he went in the first. I'm not really sure where he.
I thought it was the second. I think it was a quick second round.
Quick second, early second.
Something that we can look into, but we don't really care because unless he's
back
dropped.
at Nova. He
should be at Nova.
That's the point of that.
All right, and the last game of the ranks, good old boring West Coast basketball, Gonzaga versus San Francisco. San Francisco is 14-2, by the way, this year, people.
If I could give points in this game, I would take Gonzaga at 12. Gonzaga is an 8.5 point favorite in this game. I would give them points.
This is one of those games where I think you take the 8.5 and you take the over. I think Gonzaga might put 100 up.
What's the over?
Whoa.
It's 150.5.
Yeah, I
think Gonzaga puts up. San Francisco's not a bad team.
I think it's gonna be more than.
Let's just state that
the 90-60.
They're not a bad team. We got 22 seconds left. With Purdue's up 72-71.
Carson Edwards has 31. The kid for Wisconsin's got 28.
So let's just quickly right here. Let's go through San Francisco's last 5 games. They beat Pepperdine. They beat St. Mary's. St. Mary's is usually a good team. This year they're not good.
Brutal this year.
Yeah,
They lost to UC Santa Barbara. They beat Stanford. Stanford's off this year, very off. But you still got to beat the team. And then they beat, I don't know who that is, NAU.
Yeah, it's somebody.
So, and Gonzaga's played no one either. The best team they played so far was Pacific.
Gonzaga beat Duke.
Yeah, but that was early in the year.
And plus, it was
a
game in a high school
when you hit I don't care what you did early in the year. When you hit conference play, it's different.
You're right.
Conference play is different. And Gonzaga's got to travel to San Francisco, which isn't far, but they still got to do the traveling. And you never know. San Francisco might pack it for this game. But Gonzaga's averaging 92 points a game. I think they'll put up 100.
I agree.
San Francisco can shoot. They're averaging almost 80 points a game. So, they've been averaging 75 and up in the last 5 games overall. So, I mean, I think it's a good game.
The big.
Now, this is a game, though, that everyone on the East Coast is going to be watching at 10. So, this is one of those games where it's like you're too drunk to actually care.
Yeah,
and you're still at the bar.
You need sports.
You need sports. Great point, Benjamin.
This is your game.
Great
you
point.
need sports. And you don't want to watch the NBA. This is pure competition. These guys are playing.
Degenerates at its finest.
No. These
Money line.
The couch potatoes at their finest.
College basketball. This is where
the barred potatoes.
These guys are playing their balls off to get to the NBA and actually get the money. Right now they're probably making something, but
I mean,
can't really.
I don't know how many guys from Gonzaga are gonna go.
Yeah.
I mean, they've one guy, the European guy, whatever he is, Asian guy.
Yeah, whatever.
He's the only guy that people are actually taking a look at.
Adam Morrison. That's enough said when it comes to Gonzaga basketball.
That's actually hey. Sabonis is doing very well. Thank you very much.
Adam Morrison.
What's his name? Demonitasis Sabonis.
Yeah, well, he has good lineage. His dad was in the league too.
All right. You thought we were done there, did you? Nope. We still got other basketball games that just aren't in the rank, but
yeah,
you got to go through the top 25 because why not, right? All right, we're going to actually have Ben take over here because he is just jumping out of his underwear to pick some games.
Sunday has some fantastic Big Ten basketball.
Well, let's start with Saturday because there's a lot of basketball on Saturday.
Saturday, Providence at Georgetown.
Yeah, before we even go anywhere, Mac McClung, people. Mac McClung. Remember that kid's name. That kid can straight up ball.
He ain't even the leading scorer.
I don't even care. Kid ball. He put up 38 in one game. And Georgetown sucks. Bad coach, bad program last couple years.
I wouldn't say sucked. They're going to be in the tournament.
Well, I
They're gonna
don't.
be in the tournament.
11-5
No,
right
no.
now.
They're not going to win the tournament.
They gotta start winning a lot more. I mean, they're 11-5. They lose 5 more games. They're done.
They lose dumb games. That's their problem. They just lose bad games.
They can only lose 3 more games.
Georgetown, you heard it here
If
first.
they're
We're
not getting
making
in, they're not getting in with 10 losses.
Like they,
Because you
I
got
understand
St. Hall,
that.
St.
I
John's,
understand
Villanova
that.
in the Big East. They can't lose anymore.
But I mean, like they beat Butler. They took St. John's.
Butler's
to
off
overtime.
this year.
They took St. John's to overtime, lost by 3, and then a bad loss to Xavier.
All I'm gonna say is
I like Georgetown this.
Georgetown's gotta figure it out.
I like
If they
Georgetown
lose 10 games this year, they will not be in the tournament. I'm telling you right now. There are way too many teams.
Oh no, at 10,
that will
at
have-
10 definitely.
And they didn't have a hard schedule to play with. I know this because I actually was watching Georgetown because I thought they'd be up and coming.
Yeah, no, they're a weird team.
Yeah, I mean,
I do like Georgetown this game though at 1.5. I think they at home win the game by 6. I like that.
I do like Georgetown too in this game. Again, I've been watching Georgetown. I think they're up and coming. I do think they are up and coming, but again, who knows? What do you say, Matthew? What do you say? Because you've been a little quiet over there.
I think Georgetown stinks. I think they're a bad program.
As much as he does.
Yeah,
I think they stink.
if they haven't played Duke, then he doesn't care. All right, Ben. What's the next game?
Next game we got is Oklahoma State at West Virginia. West Virginia 5.5.
That's ridiculous. Oklahoma State here.
I'm the opposite.
You had to go plus 5.5. With Oklahoma State.
I like
West Virginia is
by 10.
awful this year.
I like them by 10
Straight
at
right
home.
off. I mean, they're a joke. I mean, Bob Huggins should be fired after this year. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I mean,
All he had to do was just get 2 good point guards, and he couldn't even do that.
yeah, West Virginia's coming off 3 straight losses. I don't think they lose a 4th in a row. Is
I
where
know.
I'm at.
I think they're gonna go 0-4 in Big 12 play.
And I mean, their losses.
Oklahoma State's gonna pull
They're
us out.
definitely not going 0-12.
No,
12 in Big Ten
I
play.
mean, their losses.
No, I said
their
0-5.
losses go Texas Tech. They lost by 4. They lost at Texas by 7. They lost at Kansas State by 3.
Well, let's just
They're
say
good-
they better
they're
win this game
good
because the next
losses.
5
When
games they could
when you're
lose.
looking at getting a team in, this is the losses that they'll have. Like, lost by 3, lost by 5.
They
Stuff
need
like
to win
that.
this game because the next 5 games they will probably all lose those games.
Well, that's
Reel
that's
those off
the
for us,
future.
Matthew.
That's
Reel
the
those
future.
off for the people at home.
So they play TCU
Loss.
on the road.
Yep,
Yeah, loss.
They're home against Kansas.
Loss.
loss,
They're home against Baylor.
Loss.
They're on the road at Tennessee.
loss.
And they're on the road at Iowa State.
Oh no, don't stop there. Can you keep going? Do you know the rest of their schedule?
I do. Give me 1 second.
At Iowa State,
Loss.
Oklahoma,
loss,
Texas Tech,
loss,
Again.
Texas,
Again.
loss,
Kansas.
loss.
They might lose every game.
They might lose every game
You're right.
till February the 18th against Kansas
So
State.
they better win.
They
Yeah,
have to
this
win
is huge.
because they have the hardest schedule coming up.
They let's just
Need
say
it.
let's just say they're not gonna make the tournament.
Yeah, no.
And they're not making the NIT.
No.
So
Oh, yeah.
They're just a bad squad.
Yeah,
they're not gonna
Kanate's
make a
gotta
tournament.
leave.
They're not gonna make a tournament, and then this is when you see Bob Huggins.
He can't leave.
will
Where's he gonna
get
go? You have an
fired.
awful year.
Athleticism. That's how they draft this stuff. They'll draft him. On
He's
athleticism.
not good though. He was only good last year because he had good point guards.
He's a good rim protector.
Oh God, man.
Hey, dude.
Because that's the thing. Because all the centers now in the pros are shooting threes.
That's also true.
Zombie.
That's also true.
All right, what's the next game, Ben?
Next.
Oh, by the way, what was the line for that game again?
5.5.
5.5. I'm gonna take Oklahoma State easily on
At
this game.
plus,
What do you guys? What do you?
I like
losers
West
think?
Virginia.
I like West Virginia because they need it.
All right, people, another game to watch because even though it's not a ranked game, again, people, there are so many games. Don't just look at the ranked games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little games like
this
Ben and I
March
like to go.
Madness
I like to.
research right here.
UDEL is a team everyone needs to watch.
College of Charleston.
College of Charleston too. All
great
right, what's the next game?
Texas A&M at Alabama, and no, this is not a football game.
I wish
Alabama
it was.
is favored
Yo,
by 6.5.
that game next year is
That
going to
would
be insane. Texas A&M and both Alabama have top 5 recruiting classes in football.
Yeah, and then
It's going to be insane.
skyrocket
Oh
when
my God,
Jalen
I
Hurts
can't.
leaves.
Jalen Hurts is going to Maryland. He's going with the offensive coordinator.
He shouldn't. There's so many.
All right, so Alabama's 6.5-point favorites. If you didn't hear,
You need Alabama.
Alabama.
They're not a bad basketball team. They're really not.
No, I mean they have a good coach.
good
The
coach.
old
Yeah.
NBA guy.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but they're.
I
good
can't remember his
basketball
name, but he has that high voice.
team. No, they play good.
He used to be the
basketball.
ESPN announcer.
He's a good coach.
I had them. As
I like Alabama.
I had them as my upset the other night.
I mean they went to they took Kentucky at home, which is very impressive.
That was my upset. It was 4-point line. I took Alabama
Kentucky.
+4.
I think you have to go Alabama.
Yeah,
here.
I really like Alabama in this game.
Texas A&M 6-7, 0-2 in the conference. They lost to Arkansas. No one's talking about Arkansas. They lost to Texas Southern, people. Who loses to Texas Southern? What's going on here?
Speaking of our two very off picks, is Dan's Udell and my College of Charleston.
Udell.
They play each other on Saturday.
Oh, wait, what's the line here? What's the
College of Charleston -10.
Take Udell. If you don't take Udell, oh my God. Udell is going to not lose this game by 10. I'm telling you right now, people.
They might not. Charleston hasn't been playing good basketball.
Charleston's been off, but we
They
have
have
picked
been
them
off.
extreme. I think
They've
we've won
hit
with you
well.
College of Charleston, what, 3 times?
At least.
And I won with Udell twice.
Once. You only picked them once.
Well, we bet on them once, but I picked them twice.
Charleston just lost to Drexel by 1.
Hey,
And they lost to James Madison.
people,
who will
listen
be
here.
coming up soon.
We live right outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah, go
When you
Dragons.
come to play teams located in the area when it comes to basketball, they're all good teams. You can't
There's
underestimate
good
that.
athletics here. Drexel's not good.
Basketball is good here.
Temple sucks.
Temple does not.
Temple
You
doesn't
can't
suck.
say that. They beat Houston.
Temple doesn't suck.
I don't
Houston's
care.
And they
overrated.
beat Wichita State back to back.
Wichita State there.
Ugh.
Houston's overrated.
Temple won't make the tournament.
All right, what's the
Oh,
next?
there's
Oh,
overtime.
talking about Drexel, by the way.
Total side note.
Drexel visits UNC Wilmington. Now, UNC Wilmington is
They win the
favorites
tournament.
3.5.
They were in the tournament. They were an upset team at a 12 seed.
What?
You want to see Wilmington?
All right, people. By the way, just a little update. Purdue's winning 77-75 with
Overtime.
with 3:15 left. Now it's
They'll
77-76.
be tied up.
Let's get back to the game. Talking about Drexel here real quick. Drexel is heading to UNC Wilmington at 3.5-point favorites for UNC
If we had a
Wilmington.
soundboard, somebody would press the button and goes, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
No. This game actually, people are gonna look at this game and see UNC Wilmington 6-11.
We gotta work on
If
that.
anyone knows college basketball, everyone knows UNC Wilmington plays the hardest out of conference schedule ever.
They're trying to make a name for themselves. That's
Play
about it.
the hardest schedule out of conference. They play Duke, NC State, UNC,
You need to. You need to.
Clemson,
You're
South
UNC.
Carolina. They play hard teams.
You're almost UNC.
You're in
You're
North
so
Carolina.
close.
Might as well.
I'm taking
yeah.
UNC Wilmington
You're so
by
close
this
to
game.
being
They
UNC.
don't pay them just to get experience. That school plays them for the payday.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
why you pay. That's why these little schools play these big
The
schools.
Citadel.
Why do you think Duke?
No. We're
Why
not talking about that.
No,
We're not
I'm
talking
just
about-
saying. Why do you think Duke accepts
Standard.
East Lobovia
Again,
State?
We're not
'Cause
getting.
East Lobovia
We're not.
State wants
We're not
the
getting into
payday.
that. We're not getting that. We're talking about this game. UNC Wilmington has a great out of conference schedule. They're gonna win this game big time.
Yeah. I agree.
Drexel's a good team,
No,
but they don't
UNC
play the schedule that UNC does.
The UNC.
The only reason why that line's like that is because of the records.
Yeah. No.
All right. All right, last game, Ben.
I got 2 more.
All
Actually,
right, Ben's
real
got
quick.
2 more games, and then guess what? We're moving on to Matthew in some good old NFL.
We got Townsend at James Madison.
All right, this is where you hit the thing and say no one cares.
JMU -5.
This is the no
if
one
you
cares
need
one.
if you need to add something into a parlay, this is what you add. James Madison.
This is not
Can
the
we-
game you had.
can
This
we
is the
talk
game you
about-
look at, laugh, and
Can
say,
we-
"Ha."
Yeah, but
Can
when
we
you
talk about
add
the
it and
Princeton
adds
UPenn
in-
game? We got to talk about our Quakers.
Oh man, they just lost to Princeton.
Again,
They
this
just
is where I
played
hit the
Princeton
button.
like a
No one
week ago.
cares.
Again,
No,
no one cares.
UPenn has
Hey,
been playing good basketball.
UPenn's 10-5. They're gonna win the Ivy.
Yeah, they'll make it in for the Ivy.
UPenn's gonna win the Ivy. All right, and what's
then
your last game?
Last game, St. Joe's at Duquesne. Duquesne -3. Duquesne all the way. St. Joe's is absolute turd sacks when it comes to playing basketball this year. They have no life in them. They don't care. It just looks like they don't. Thank you. They don't care. They just need somebody to They need some juice. They have nothing. There's blobs and they not good. It's not good. Not good situation in St. Joe's. Even with Jameer Nelson helping, it's not good.
Jameer Nelson's helping out there.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
These kids still work play at the academy or no?
Yeah, we have Jaron.
Jameer Nelson, by the way, local guy.
Yep.
Ben and I
Played at Joe's.
coach at the same academy that his kid plays at, so that's pretty cool. But anyway,
That's our college basketball. It's a lot of games. A lot of games.
So what Ben and I usually would do is probably do like 3 parlays, and stack up the little bucks.
Yeah, a lot of games. It's fun to pick them all though. I like picking as many as possible.
Yeah, and then he Snapchats everyone expecting us to actually care.
Yep. And nobody does.
Nope.
That's
All right.
okay.
Guess what? The most important talk about now, because we're in playoff football.
They own
and there's
Sunday.
a lot of headlines.
They own Sundays.
And guess what? We're going to hand it over to the other brother, and he's going to start off. What is the games on Saturday, right?
We have 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday.
That's what I think about that.
I don't know why.
All right, let's get on to this. Where are we looking here?
So, 2 on Saturday. We start off with a pretty good game. I like this game a lot. I can't wait to watch it. We have the Colts going into Kansas City.
Andy
game.
Reid. Andy
Huge
Reid.
game.
Hold up.
Huge game.
The Kansas City Chiefs are the favorite at 5.5.
Easy Colts money line. Colts
Andy
win this game.
Reid
No way.
Andy Reid has never lost a football game
Great stat.
after a bye.
Great
Phenomenal stat. He has never
This
lost.
game is not going to be... It's going to be a 10-point game. First of all, it's going to be 38 degrees, and it's supposed to rain or snow there.
And who can run the ball right now?
And who's
Not
a
Kansas
stud?
City. What do you mean? Kansas City can still run the ball just because they lost that idiot.
Kareem Hunt's
Kareem
not
Hunt.
an idiot. Don't get me wrong.
Spencer
do not
Ware's
hit
good.
Hold up. You do not hit
Spencer
women.
Ware is good. They don't.
Wait,
he's not
moment
the
of
same.
silence. Hold up.
Sorry.
Kareem Hunt,
Very true.
bad person.
Hold on. Moment of silence.
You do not kick women.
Everyone,
That's terrible.
Everyone pray that he finds health.
No, I'm just
No,
to
he's
make
alright.
sure.
He
Maybe,
apologized.
hopefully, one day, if an NFL team
He's not
gives him
getting back.
another
If Ray
opportunity,
Rice never got back in.
if they give
This
another
is a whole
opportunity,
nother
God
debate.
bless.
Ray
Hold on.
Rice
Hold on,
knocked
debate.
that woman
You do
out.
not
Whole
kick
nother
women.
debate.
Outright.
Shut up. Stop.
Whole
You
nother
don't
debate.
kick women. That's a disgrace. I'm
Just
glad
wrong.
they kicked you out of the NFL.
Just
Yeah.
wrong.
Back to the games.
Back to the game. Kansas City, you're right. They can't run the ball. They're terrible, but that's okay. Patty Mahomes, phenomenal quarterback.
Catch-up man himself.
The
All I
catch-up
know-
man himself. He will lead this team to a victory over the Colts, and they will see the San Diego Chargers in the AFC Championship game.
Why'd you ruin it? We're not even there
next
yet.
Sunday.
Oh my god. That's just
Outright.
You know what?
The
You know
line
what?
has changed that much. I love
That's
the
what I
Chargers.
think about that.
Philip Rivers has not beaten Tom
A good
Brady.
way
He's
for it.
0 for 7, but this
This
year,
is a different
this is
Chargers
going to
team.
be. He just had his 19th child.
He's
Philip
more
Rivers.
coming.
He's
More
going to
coming.
win.
More are
He's coming to get his first victory over Tom Brady. His 19th child will be there. His wife's going to be there. He's going to beat Tom Brady. You're going to see Tom Brady cry for once. Gisele's going to kick him out of the house.
And then take him back because he makes all the
He's
money.
gonna retire
Outright.
if he loses. But anyway,
He won't retire.
let's get
He
back.
won't retire. Tom Brady's playing.
I am.
Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Let's just make this. Hold on. Let's make this.
Let's stay on topic. Cowboys, or sorry,
No.
Colts, Chiefs.
Colts. Love the Colts.
Chiefs.
You like the
Love
Colts?
the Colts.
Chiefs. Oh, well, hold on. Before
Frank
we get there,
Reich.
how great is it that Andrew Luck's back and playing well?
I love
Oh,
it.
phenomenal.
Andrew Luck,
I
having him
love
back
that
in
he's
the
healthy.
NFL, Awesome.
Now,
Pick him up in fantasy.
next
year.
It sucks that Frank Wright left the Eagles.
Lot of
But the
Eagles
Goo is
coaches
killing
in
it.
No
the
one's
playoffs.
an Eagles fan here.
Lot of Eagles
Except for
coaches
Ben.
in the playoffs. Andy Reid, Doug Peterson, Frank Reich.
It's a weird thing, right? Andy Reid must
All
be
right,
doing
well,
something
whatchamacallit
right.
got
Andy Reid
fired.
can't win the
John
big game.
DeFilippo.
From the Vikings. Who are the Eagles
I
going
know
to pick
he
up in
got
the
fired.
offseason?
He got fired.
DeFilippo.
DeFilippo.
They're going to bring it back. And then our offense would be hopefully what Carson Wentz's offense was.
Oh, Carson Wentz is getting
That's
traded.
another.
All right, I'm
that's
taking the
another-
Chiefs.
Carson Wentz is
I'm
getting
taking the
traded.
Chiefs. I think it's going to be a touchdown game.
All right,
I
for our
like the
second
Colts.
game of the day.
I don't think the Colts can
At
hang.
8
with
o'clock,
the
we do have Cowboys going into Rose Bowl Stadium.
Now, first of all, let's just talk here. In the last 2 months of football, the Rams have not looked pretty. Can we
No,
admit that?
they haven't looked good.
Can we admit that?
Todd Gurley, Dave Portnoy said it himself. There's he put a curse on himself for screwing people in 2 games this year. Todd Gurley, fantasy and betting, both worlds. Who gets tackled on the 1-yard line? Score, and then the game's still over.
Sean McVay, not a good playoff coach. He's not.
The
It's really
game's
not.
still over. I actually like
Seriously?
Dallas in this
What?
game.
Sean McVay has proven he can play. He had
Oh, yeah?
one game in the
How
playoffs. He
many-
had one game in the playoffs.
How many playoff games has he been in?
You can't. It's his
No,
second year
I don't
coaching.
care. How many playoff games has he been in?
One
And what did he do?
loss. So
Thank you.
I'm sure Bill
Enough stats
Belichick
for
lost
me.
his first playoff game.
Yeah, Bill
Yeah, and
Belichick.
guess what else he's done? He's 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, well, then he
Tom
found
Brady.
Tom Brady.
I'm Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Los
know?
Angeles Rams has a good
Jared
quarterback.
Goff is
Is a
no
great quarterback.
Tom
I
Brady.
think he's a good quarterback. No one's going to be Tom Brady, but
I think
Jared
the
Goff's
Ra-
good.
I think the Rams win, but very small. I give Cowboys with the 7.
I like the Cowboys, man.
You like them outright?
I do. There's a
I don't-
part of me. There's a part of me that does.
I don't think they're
like
going to be.
you
I don't think they're going to lose by 7.
I don't think that.
I don't like you anymore.
Actually,
I think Dak Prescott is playing his best football.
That's an outrageous comment. I didn't think he played that well last week.
I mean, the only game he's played bad all year was against Indianapolis.
This game, plain and simple, comes down to the defensive lines. Both teams are going to run the ball with.
Oh yeah, if the Rams show up, they'll
Well,
win
isn't-
easily.
is-
But if
doesn't-
they show
isn't,
up with
the
their
running back
defense
for the
like they
Rams hurt
have,
a little
they're
bit?
gonna get smacked.
Gurley is knee inflammation.
He's a little banged up, but
Didn't he
I
just
think
get that
that's
knee
gonna be the
procedure?
most
He needs to
important-
grow up. Tell him to grow up. Get out there.
Dallas's big thing is their defense has been playing well.
Yeah, they
They've
got
been
Vander
flying
Esch
around.
at
They've
a
been flying around.
at
That kid
Boise
from Notre
State.
Dame, yeah.
Boise. Oh yeah. Oh, the kid at Notre Dame, he was Smith, right?
Yeah. Weird.
No
fun,
one knew he was gonna play.
Weird fun fact about Leighton Vander Esch. Learned this in the draft. His high school football was 8-on-8.
Yeah, they have Vice Sports about that. You ever
Yeah.
watch Vice Sports?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Vice Sports people on YouTube, awesome to watch. Just letting you know. But
Side notes.
side notes.
All right. So what are your picks then?
This game might go into double OT. I
I mean, that's just audacious statement.
No, I
I think the
Double.
Rams win, but I'm
There's
giving
no
the Cowboys
such thing
with
as
the
double
points.
OT. Oh, that game.
What about
You
you?
gotta say that.
What about you?
Sorry.
I think the Cowboys with the points. I don't think they're gonna win.
No.
I'll take them with the points.
I have to. Take
All right.
the Rams.
I think
The
this is gonna be a
Rams- the
shootout.
Rams is smart. The
I think it's
Rams-
gonna be a
Okay.
shootout.
All right. So Sunday now, starting at 1.
It's gonna be a
This
shootout.
is the game. This is the game I've been wanting to watch. Chargers going into Foxborough, and they're gonna lose or they're gonna win. I mean, this is an outright. This line has changed so much.
I love this game.
I love the Chargers.
I
in this.
can't. I love
Like
this
I said
game.
before, Philip Rivers, he's gonna bring his 19th kid to the game. They're all gonna be able to box.
Yep.
He's gonna kill it. He's gonna do that stupid
Number
dance
20
he did against the Ravens at that first
Oh, that
down.
was hysterical. Dude, number 20's in the oven.
Yeah, the number 20 kid is in the.
The
love.
Chargers.
He's gonna be 1-7 at the end of the game.
Dude, they have
Tom
such
Brady-
a better team. The Chargers have had. This is their best team in a long time.
I think they have the best defense in the league when everyone's
this is
healthy.
their- I don't know about that.
Easy. Joey Bosa.
That's one guy.
Please don't do that.
That's one guy. Regardless,
I think they've won the best
I
defenses
think
when everyone's healthy.
I like the Patriots and all. You can't.
You
It's
can't
hard to
knock
ever-
them off.
It's
because
hard
of
to
the
ever
Patriots.
bet
Uh-oh.
against Tom
Is Purdue
Brady
gonna
and
pull this out?
Bill Belichick. Yeah, Purdue does pull this out. I told you. +4 or +5, whatever it was. But it's always hard to go against Brady and Belichick. It is Brady and Belichick in the playoffs. They somehow made it into a bye.
All I'm gonna say is
True.
I'm
They
gonna
made
say
it to a
people.
bye.
True.
This is a great game because listen, the Patriots are 8-0 at home,
Yeah,
and Chargers are 7-1 away.
really,
Yes,
Chargers are
They
phenomenal.
lost more
way.
games at home than they did away.
dude. They're home games. Nobody shows up there.
That's true. There was more
Right.
Eagles fans
Yeah.
there last year,
and
than-
that's even with with the Rams too. They should go back to San Diego Chargers.
So we're pretty
by the way.
nailed. I would take Chargers. Whether you want to take them
Chargers,
outright or with the points.
Chargers,
I take them
Chargers,
outright.
But-
Chargers.
What do we think of the over/under in this game? 48.
Over.
Last week, everyone took the
Over.
under for the Ravens.
No,
Chargers
I
game.
like Ravens are different.
This. I think
Ravens are
I think
different.
this game's gonna go over because Patriots have a bad defense
Yeah,
and Patriots have Tom Brady
it's
that can
gonna
exploit
be
a defense.
it's gonna be like 52, 56 area
I
somewhere
do.
in there.
I would take the over. I would actually take this game with Chargers and the points and the over. So if you want to double up there, you'd actually probably do pretty well, especially you're betting the underdog.
Yeah.
All right,
All
Matthew.
right, in the 4
Then the
o'clock
game
game,
of the week, baby.
our co-host here is a raging Eagles fan.
Go
The couch
Birds!
potato.
Coach Potato is a raging Eagles fan, so we have the Eagles going back
The Big Easy.
to New Orleans after a smacking of 48-7. Ooh, that would be if I was an NFL player. Ooh, I'd be ready to roll in this game. That would be on my mind the whole game until the game started. The
Dude.
Eagles are +8.
Yeah.
This is a weird
Plus
game.
8. No, I don't think it's a
game.
weird game. Take the
I
Eagles.
think the 8
not
points is
outright.
Safe. 8 points is safe.
Nicky Foles
Big
is
dick
better than
big.
Carson. Carson's garbage. You
That's
trade
a
him.
whole
That's an
nother
audacious
debate.
comment, and that's a whole other debate that we
Don't
can
get me
have
wrong,
that.
Carson-
How can you? let's get into this debate right now.
Oh, Lord.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz literally would have been the MVP if he didn't tear his ACL.
False. Tom Brady or Russell
No one was
Wilson.
close to him.
False. Tom Brady or Russell Wilson would have.
No.
Easily.
Carson Wentz easily would
No.
have. First place team, best quarterback percentage in the league when it comes to touchdowns.
Tom Brady had a better record than him.
No, they would
Yes,
have been
they
the number
were.
one team.
Purdue with the upset, baby!
Eagles would have been the number one seed team that year because Nick Foles wouldn't have to come in. Nick Foles sucked when he first got in. Carson Wentz literally probably would have won out except the last game of the year they wouldn't have played him.
Yeah, they just
Exactly.
You know,
But they're going to get rid of Carson Wentz and Nick Foles wins another title.
if Nick Foles wins another title, you have to just trade Carson.
You have to get rid of Carson.
You get your 2 number ones and a player for him.
Correct.
You're gonna get a whole bunch. Look at me. Don't get.
I
it
love
wrong.
that.
You're gonna get a whole bunch back, and Nick Foles can last you.
You
Another
know where
2
I'm
years.
sending him? Oakland.
No,
No.
they won't do that.
John Gruden wouldn't play Carson Wentz over a thing
Derek Carr.
anyway.
He loves Derek
want
Carr.
those picks
No,
back.
you know where he should go? Jacksonville. If he's going anywhere, send him to the Bayou.
That's true too. Jacksonville will give up a lot. If they don't get anyone else, they're going to definitely get Eli Manning. I don't think Giants will bring back Eli Manning.
Eli's
They like the kid out of what, Virginia?
We'll,
Richmond, the tall kid
Yeah,
who got he was supposed to start, but he got DUI the day before.
yeah, they're idiots. The Giants don't.
Giants
know
are
what
going to
they're
draft
doing.
probably Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah,
they're gonna be a top
he's
10 pick,
he's
Dwayne
gonna
Haskins.
Be a waste.
Dwayne Haskins, if he's not the first, he's going to be the second quarterback taken off the board. The guy
Quarterbacks
can
are not good this year in the draft.
throw.
Oh
That's
my
false.
God, awful.
That's a bad statement.
That's
you
awful.
can't. Will Greer,
Okay.
Awful.
He's
He's going to be a bad
Okay.
NFL quarterback.
Okay. Will Greer.
the Oregon guy, if he would have gone out, that would
But
have been
he's
great.
not out though.
Dwayne Haskins-
Doesn't matter though. The
Dwayne
Oregon
Haskins-
guy
His best
can't
quarterback's
count.
going to be Murray.
Kyler Murray. Yeah, and he's gonna go play baseball.
He's going to go play baseball.
I don't think so. I think he's going to go to the NFL.
First of all, I mean,
Dude, he had
It's just-
such a big signing bonus.
No, I know.
what was it? It was
He was
over
a
almost 20
first-round
mil,
pick.
right?
Yeah, he's number 9 overall.
He's got to go play baseball. He has to.
your prolonged career. The money's better.
Money's better. You'll last longer. You're a small quarterback. You won't last. Someone's gonna hit you, and you're just gonna be
And if
down.
you happen to suck in baseball and you're a first round pick,
You got the money. You don't
got
need any more money.
5 years.
Well, he's
to
got a
figure it
backup.
out.
You know, you could
Yeah,
work
then you
out.
Go to the NFL.
Go to the NFL.
You're going to be in shape.
I mean, NFL. What the average
4 years.
is
something
4
like
years.
that.
He could literally play baseball below, and say, "Hey, I still got my life to play football, and I didn't get hit in baseball for the last 3-4 years."
Yeah, body's good.
And I'm
The only
still
thing
in
that
shape.
might be a little questionable is his arm, but I won't even question
gonna
it.
be
He's an
throwing.
outfielder.
Yeah, he's gonna be throwing.
I mean,
Jameis Winston should have stuck to baseball.
So, who do we have in this game, boys? Eagles Saints.
Jameis Winston wasn't even a starting pitcher.
He was a closer. He was
a relief
98.
pitcher.
Yeah, he's sitting 98.
Relief pitcher.
Kick Chuck. In two words, as Jason Peters says it, we coming. Birds.
I like that.
Outright.
Wow.
Underdogs run faster.
Are you have outright too?
I don't think outright. I'm going to take the points though.
I'm
Points
agree.
is-
There is no way they're losing what like they did the last time.
Points is safe.
No chance. Nicky Foles will lead this,
This team plays different with Nick Foles. They're a whole new team.
Yeah, but
'Cause
they
you
Carson-
can't judge the last time.
New Orleans is hungry. That what Sean Payne did. If he did that, that's
He
fucking,
did.
Dude's got some balls.
What with the money?
Yeah.
that was hysterical.
That's awesome.
Great. I love
I-
it.
Dude,
Dude, Doug.
all I
Peterson's
know
even
is
funnier.
the
Did
last
you see that video?
this Saints team reminds me of the last Saints team that won it. They got swagger.
No, they're
They're good. They're
Dude,
hard
their
hitting.
running backs.
They play.
Oh my god, dude, their running backs are insane.
I think the Saints are going to end up winning it all this year, but they got to beat the Eagles first. You got to beat the defending national champions. And I'll
Yeah.
always give the respect to that.
Super Bowl champions, not national.
Well, yeah, Super Bowl champ. My bad.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So, we're all taking the Eagles?
Yeah, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Not outright though.
I am. I
One
love
person.
the Birds. I love the Birds.
All right, so we're about an hour in, a little over an hour in. A lot of talking about when it comes to the sports world on Saturday. Maybe if there wasn't so much going on, we'd get into Sunday when it comes to college basketball and stuff, but there's just so
Big
much.
Ten plays Sunday, Villanova,
There-
Michigan.
People watch Villanova.
Yeah,
They're-
they're
they
hard
stink, too.
They're a hard team to watch this year.
Jay
Young,
Wright,
very
Jay
young,
Wright
very
is
young.
a great coach. Coaches are the difference makers.
Oh god.
I always say it.
In theory.
Don't
Coaches
listen.
don't make a difference. Players put the ball in the fucking freaking net.
Puck in the ocean.
Puck it in the ocean. You couldn't have water if you fell out of a boat. Oh, man, but what a week. What a week.
Yeah, great.
Absolutely amazing. Anything else we want to talk about before we get out here?
Yeah, final thoughts, guys.
Final thoughts. Yeah, final thoughts. Good
Love
luck, Ben.
college basketball. Love college
Great,
basketball.
great final thought, by the way.
Watch. No, I'm saying for like people that enjoy doing March Madness brackets. What?
Stop.
Watch some of these
It's not
unranked
funny.
games, like the Bama game, your Duquesne game, stuff like that. Arizona State, Stanford, UConn, Cincinnati.
I can't wait for college
Watch
basketball.
stuff like that. Some of these
March
teams
Madness.
will make your brackets, and you'll be thanking me later.
Matthew,
I just want to say,
Go Birds.
go Birds.
you know what?
Go Blue Devils.
This is don't get me wrong. I would love to see Duke win it all this year, but I just want to say that hopefully people, if we start getting better at this, I know this is just our first time and stuff. Hopefully we do get better at this. Hopefully people start listening. Maybe we'll get people to start calling in and shit. But until then, it was great doing this for the first time. Obviously, we're all over the board with stuff. But like I said, it's our first time. We'll get better at it. We'll know what we're talking about. We'll get better at it.
Well, that's the fun part, though,
Yeah, I
that we
think it's
argue.
fun,
I love
yeah.
it.
Hopefully, like I said,
Matthew loves to argue.
I love to argue.
Oh yeah.
I
Never shuts
It
up.
Hopefully
doesn't matter if he's right or wrong, but an argument. Is
I
what
love
he
to
wants.
argue. People, I hope you listen to us. I hope you think we're funny. I hope you think we're good enough to listen into every once in a while. Hopefully we can do this every Friday, maybe even Saturday. But you know what? Hopefully we can run away with this, and hopefully we can
Be big.
Quit our day jobs.
Quit our day job.
Well,
That's
maybe
the
not
goal.
that, but do something that we like to do. It's different. So hopefully, these are my final thoughts. Go Blue Devils.
Thanks for coming.
Go Blue Devils.
Go Blue Devils.
Let's go
And
back.
I'm glad that the Mets re-signed DeGrom and Thor. Let's go Mets.
That's another one we should talk about. Yankees, everyone.
Yankees
The New
season
York
of
Yankees.
May.
Well, no, we're not getting into it.
Final
Stack.
thoughts.
Stack.
Final thoughts.
Final thought. My final thought. I gotta go to soccer.
Holy
Is the sport I love.
Oh, that's true.
All I know is I hope Arsenal loses this weekend, so I can
You
say
not Emery
something.
out.
When they lose and you're not up,
No, I'll be up.
I'm gonna wake you up
I'll be up.
and scream in your face that Arsenal sucks.
You not Emery out.
Arsenal is a team everyone's like, oh, they're
Can't
so
do.
good.
He sucks.
They don't
do
deserve
not
it.
say they're good.
They don't
That's
deserve
false.
anything. Arsenal
You
doesn't
don't deserve it. Go home.
Everyone, go home, watch Manchester United versus Tottenham. Even if you don't watch soccer, I don't even care. If you want to see two great teams with
One
amazing
good team.
history,
One good team.
watch that game.
Tottenham, even though I don't like Tottenham.
I'm telling you right now,
Man
people.
United suck.
Everyone's
Pogba's
like, oh,
garbage.
I don't like soccer. I don't get
Mourinho.
it. This is a game you need to watch.
Garbage.
That's what we.
Good
think
old
here.
Ben here.
Is that it? Is that it?
But yeah, so thank you for
Hopefully-
listening to the Two Brothers and Couch
Couch
Potato
Potato.
Show. We're gonna try to grow this like Matthew said, even though he's being
And
all
change
weird
the
about
name.
it.
I wasn't being weird.
Not
I'm
changing.
just
We're not
saying.
changing the name.
We're working on it.
We're working on it, but we're not changing
I
the name
wasn't
for a
being
while.
weird. I just
No.
hopefully become big one.
But anyway,
Hopefully somebody enjoyed listening to this. I had fun doing it.
I mean, people, just think about this. When we get more comfortable with this, all three of us love to argue and scream at each other. So it cannot get any better. There's no other podcast like this out
and
there.
the rating will turn. From
I don't care what you
4
say.
quick.
There's not another gambling podcast like this. They're all like all seriousness. They're guys wear suits when they're talking through a radio, and they're being paid millions of dollars.
and we're
No.
degenerates.
We're degenerates, and we'll do
just
whatever we
enjoy
want, and we enjoy
We
this.
just like talking about sports.
Nothing better than sitting at home on a Friday talking about this stuff.
Because we're all bums.
I wouldn't say that. We all got jobs,
We all have jobs.
living life large.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment. And if you have any questions for next week, you can put them in there, or whether you have questions about the show, please let us know. We're always looking for people to ask questions, especially get involved in games. And if you have any questions about games during the week, you can leave a comment, and I'm sure we can get back to you on that. All right.
Cool beans.
Thank you, and have a great one. All right. Great weekend, everyone.